Welcome back to Biafra News Support Biafra, lovers of freedom, people of goodwill. Still your one and only Ada Biafra. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on where you're watching me from. So my part bring you another news, and the headline reads, I fear Nnamdi Kanu may die in DSS custody, Ozekhome tells the Supreme Court. This is from Nnamdi Kanu Senior Counsel Barrister son, Mike Ozekhome, telling Supreme Court that he fears that Nnamdi Kanu may die in DSS custody. Nothing like that will happen. And I will also attach a video at the end of this video. Please make sure you watch to the end to see the video of Barrister Ozekhome's interview. So Nnamdi Kanu, we all know that Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya, tortured for 8 good days before he was illegally renditioned back to Nigeria. Nigeria and the Britain evil plan wasn't to bring him back to Nigeria, for them to torture him for 8 days in Kenya before he was illegally renditioned back to Nigeria. It means they had another evil plan, and that plan didn't work. So Nnamdi Kanu will not die in custody. Nothing will happen to him. Elohim that did not allow their evil plan to work in Kenya will not allow their evil plan, holding him back. Even when appellate court has discharged and acquitted him in DSS custody, he will not allow their evil plan to work. So Nnamdi Kanu, nothing will happen to him. Elohim sent him on this very journey. So he will not allow the enemies win. He will not allow Nnamdi Kanu enemies to smile or to win this very battle. They can't have the last laugh. They can't. So before we continue, my people, I would like to welcome all the new and old subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. And if you're just coming across my channel for the first time, kindly click the red subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell to enable you get notification once I upload a new video. So here is the news in detail before we continue. I fear Nnamdi Kanu may die in DSS custody, Ozekhome tells Supreme Court. The senior counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mike Ozekhome, has told the Supreme Court about his fear that his client may die in custody of the Department of State Service, DSS. Ozekhome was speaking on Thursday during the hearing of Kanu's case. He told the appeals court that the IPOB leader is very sick and requires a surgery. The lawyer prayed the court to rule in favor of Nnamdi Kanu's transfer from DSS custody to Kuje Correctional Center to enable him begin a treatment. My lords, Nnamdi Kanu is sick. He has been approved for surgery, but they have refused to release him for treatment. We are pleading for him to be transferred from DSS custody to Kuje Correctional Center so that he can begin treatment like others. Treatment like others. He is getting really sick. I'm scared he may die in custody of DSS. Dead bodies are not prosecuted. BBC News pidgin quoted Ozekhome as saying, BBC Igbo, BBC News, whatever you people are, agent of Britain. Reacting to Ozekhome's plea, the Supreme Court said God will keep Kanu alive and that he will not die in detention. Oh, really? This is what you people have to say? Okay. This is what you people said. No problem. And we all know that Nnamdi Kanu's court hearing has been adjourned till 14th of September. Can you people imagine that? 4 months. Elohim will disgrace you people. No, you people, Britain and the Fulani government, all of you will be put into shame. You people's evil plan before now, or evil plan, going to Kenya to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu, I'm very sure that it wasn't to bring him back to Nigeria. And the Kenyan government and those that worked with Nigerian government and Britain in kidnapping Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya, the greediness in them didn't allow them see the atrocity Nigerian government wanted to commit in their country, or the atrocity they committed. But they did not finish their evil plan. Their evil plan didn't work as they planned it. Because kidnapping Nnamdi Kanu and torturing him for 8 days before renditioning him back to Nigeria. And within that 8 days, nobody raised alarm. I mean, if I thought those around Nnamdi Kanu or those around Nnamdi Kanu raised alarm that, oh, Nnamdi Kanu has not been heard from for days now. Everybody, we Biafrans, we're everywhere. We'll start, alerting everybody. We'll start posting it online. Fear will not allow Nigerian government to rendition Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria illegally. But everybody kept quiet. Those around Nnamdi Kanu kept quiet. Those that knows Nnamdi Kanu whereabouts kept quiet until he was tortured for 8 days, a week and a day before he was illegally renditioned back to Nigeria. And then everybody started ranting up and down. Oh, Simon Ekpa knows how Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. Oh, Simon Ekpa knows this. Was Simon Ekpa around Nnamdi Kanu? Did Nnamdi Kanu plan his journey with Simon Ekpa? That is the reason I am even following Simon Ekpa, because Those accusing him don't have anything of sense. You people are insane. Seriously. You people are insane. Nnamdi Kanu was not kidnapped and brought back to Nigeria the next day. He was in Kenya for complete 1 week and a day. For complete 1 week and a day before he was renditioned back to Nigeria. And those that knows his whereabouts, those, I don't know, I wanted to say this, but I have been trying to hold it back because I don't understand how somebody would be missing. Those around him did not raise alarm. Those around him did not start tweeting, posting. Knowing fully well that the world is not happy that Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for Biafra is it. Knowing fully well that Britain, especially, is not happy about it. Upon him being their citizen, have they done anything? That is for you to show that they are complicit in the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu. And Interpol, what is it called? Malami mentioned the day they were announcing the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu. They have not debunked this thing, what Malami said. They are still quiet. That is for you to see that those involved in Nnamdi Kanu's kidnap, they are many, and they don't want the world knowing their involvement in the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu. But upon that, Nigerian Fulani court has discharged and acquitted Nnamdi Kanu. Up till date, they refuse releasing him. Appellate court discharged and acquitted Nnamdi Kanu of all charges. Malami came out and said, oh, Nnamdi Kanu was only discharged and not acquitted. He is waiting for Igbo stakeholders and Igbo leaders to say something. Nobody said anything. They did not challenge Nigerian government, and up to date, Nigerian government has not explained to the world and do a fools in Southeast how they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu because they don't have the balls to challenge Nigerian government. But at the end of the day, Elohim will disgrace all of them. All of them that don't want people to be free, all of them that don't want Biafrans to see light. We will see light, whether they like it or not. And that light will blind all of them. See that light they are scared of? It will shine and it will blind all of them. All the enemies, all the saboteurs, all the betrayers, all the rebellions and the stooges around us. Those that have made themselves a willing tools to the enemies, to the oppressors. Those killing our people. Because you can't tell me that some of you are attacking Simon, but sometimes it gets me angry. And this is the reason it gets me angry. How can you attack somebody that was not close to Nnamdi Kanu? He did not plan his movement with him. Why would you be against Simon? But why would you be insulting him, calling him names? This, that, this. Have you asked yourself, was Simon around when Nnamdi Kanu planned on his trip to Kenya? Who are those around him? Who were those that Nnamdi Kanu told about his trip to Kenya? You people kept quiet because he carried the mantle that those that betrayed him couldn't carry. All of you are against him. He has been doing all he can to make sure Biafra comes, and that is what Ahmadike said. Do whatever you can to make sure Biafra comes, not for his own good, but for our own good. He's a British citizen. He wasn't suffering. He wasn't in the zoo with you. But Elohim called him on this very journey to free you. To free you and your generation, but you people connived with the enemies and sold him out. Those that sold Nnamdi Kanu did not sell him for you to be free. They sold him so that Biafra would die natural death. For them to say, oh, it's only Nnamdi Kanu fighting for Biafra. This is the point they were trying to prove to the whole world. This is the point that the Fulani government and Britain was trying to prove to the whole world. Oh, since we can't, let's kidnap Nnamdi Kanu to show the whole world that he's the one fighting for Biafra. His only crime is asking for freedom. And he has been discharged and acquitted of all charges. But Nigerian government, for them not getting this thing they wanted, they continued holding him to know if the things work out on their own way. And Elohim keeps disgracing and failing them. Nnamdi Kanu only crime is asking for freedom. He needs urgent surgery. He has been granted to allowed to go for a surgery, but they don't want to release him. Nnamdi Kanu, last time we heard that the Fulani government or Fulani DSS transferred somebody with tuberculosis close to Nnamdi Kanu, or if not in the same cell, and the person infected everybody in DSS custody, in DSS custody, and they still refuse granting Nnamdi Kanu access or access to his personal doctor or allowing him to go for a surgery. I don't know what their plan is, but what I know is that Elohim that started disgracing them from Kenya, to Nigeria will keep on disgracing them and their master Britain. Their evil plan can never work because our only crime is asking for freedom. And Hamadike's crime is going for the mission, and they did this thing. Elohim sent him to go and free the children of Chukwu Kabema in Nigeria. That is his only crime. So for that, Elohim will not allow all their evil plans to work. It can never work. We pray for strong health, and more life on Hamadike, because we Biafrans can never abandon our freedom. We can't. If that is what the enemies want, if that is what Britain wants, because they thought, oh, if we continue holding Nnamdi Kanu, or if we kidnap Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra will die. No. This is Elohim's project. No man born of a woman can stop it. So it's better for Nigerian government. Ahamadike's actually my zoo yenekwoku. Aya gbatukwa zoo. Otanya gbara hankete na yo deka onwe ihe na eme no, or I just na abamba. Those one side kicking against the Biafra freedom, and those fighting for their own freedom. Because anybody fighting against Simon Ekpa is fighting against Biafra. You don't want Biafra to come. You don't want the actualization of Biafra. If you are against Simon Ekpa, those are kicking against, oh, damn fellow Simon Ekpa, you don't want your freedom. That is what the enemies want, for you people to quit. For them to say, oh, you see what we are telling you people, Nnamdi Kanu is the only person asking for freedom. If that is what you people want, that is not what we want. Prove to Britain and the Fulani government and the world that we know what we are fighting for. We know what we want. Nnamdi Kanu is not the person asking for freedom. He is on a mission to free the children of Chukwu Kabema. Not himself, but we are the people that want freedom. And we will do whatever we can to make sure we get our freedom. So that is it, my people. I'll stop here. I'll allow you to watch the video of Barrister San Ozekhome. And don't forget to share on all the social media platforms. Don't forget to like, leave your comment at the comment section. Nothing will happen to Hamadike. Elohim that have started disgracing Fulani government and their master Britain will do it to the end. And they will regret all their actions. Thank you all.
With the Supreme Court to allow any of the two motions which are still existing that we filed. One is motion for bail, and the other one is motion to transfer him from his current DSS gulag. I don't call it detention, it's gulag, to Kuje Correctional Center, which the federal government indicated that they are also opposing. I made it clear to the Supreme Court that my fear is that I do not want Nnamdi Kanu to die in detention. I gave the example of Audu Abubakar, former governor of Kogi State. He was my client. And I continue to warn the prosecution that time to hurry up and carry out this trial. Because if this man died, then there will be no person to try. And when he eventually died, the first time we go to court, I asked them, can you now go and try a dead person in the grave? You cannot. So, our criminal justice system says, come and stand trial. What does it connote? Come and stand trial means you should be well and heavy enough to stand a trial. He didn't say come and sit down trial, or come and lie down trial, or come and prostrate trial, or come and kneel down trial. He says come and stand trial. So you should be heavy enough to stand. That is what it connotes. So I told the Supreme Court that my worry is that I would not want Nnamdi Kanu to die in DSS Gulag because of their delay. They have been delaying this matter. This trial started since December 2015. They went from 4 counts to 7 counts to 50 counts. Amendment. They did in all 7 amendments. If you were sure a person had committed a crime, why were you engaging in 7 amendments? And of course, the last 15 counts, I went after their jugular. The Federal High Court struck out 8 of the 15 counts based on a preliminary objection. We took the remaining 7 counts to the Court of Appeal. The Court of Appeal, on the 10th of October 2022, struck out the remaining 7 counts and further ordered that Nnamdi Kanu was discharged and that he should never again be detained and he should never again be tried on those offenses for which he was standing trial before his brutal, excruciating, torturous, extraordinary rendition